It's Madden NFL 23, and we're going to see Travis Etienne. There were no answers for him on the ground last week in a 190-yard game. It's the Jags and the Chargers, and it comes your way next.
It was once just an idea until breaking ground in November of 2016, and now here it is in all its glory. Spectacular SoFi Stadium here in metropolitan Los Angeles. Today it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Los Angeles Chargers. Hi, everybody. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And, Charles, we take a look at this Charger club entering play here. They come in losers of 2 straight, so they're trying to right the ship here a little bit.
They're teetering a little bit, aren't they? And now things could really go south if they lose this game, so they understand the importance of playing well and stopping this streak.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Jaguars, it's been a great start to the season. Back-to-back wins to begin the campaign.
Yeah, you don't want to get too excited. There's still a lot of season to go, but they've come out playing good fundamental football, and that might carry them a long way.
Have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And he returns this to the 22. Jacksonville's offense trots out here for the first time, and all eyes go right to number 16. Now in his second season as the team's face of the franchise, Trevor Lawrence.
For everyone who expected the highly talented Trevor Lawrence to champion the Jaguars to instant success last season, well, they got a little bit of a reality check. Despite the struggles, though, he still took on a major leadership role within the locker room and among the team. He also flashed some of his considerable potential on the field, particularly in a defiant Week 18 win over Indianapolis that knocked the Colts out of the playoffs.
A man coming off a washout 2021, it's Travis Etienne. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. Etienne once more. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Straight ahead, Etienne. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Ready?
On first and 10, it's Etienne. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. The numbers on the ground for Etienne last week. By the end of that one, he was knocking on the door for 200 yards.
And that was as good as I've seen him run the football. I mean, he absolutely attacked that defense. It looked like he was on the varsity, and they were scrimmaging the JV.
Options galore here, second and a few inches. Etienne up the middle. And he'll be brought down looks like right at the 40. 2 yards, good enough for a first. The Jaguars at 2-0 here to begin the season. They come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
A shotgun snap and again to Etienne. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On 2nd and 7, Lawrence. Screenplay, here's Etienne. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. So after several rushes to start the game, Charles, they go to the air there and get a nice completion.
Nice mix-up on the play calling, right? Establish the running game, make the defense think you're going to do it again, and then hit them over the top. Now you've got them betwixt and between. They don't know which way you're going to come at them.
Here's a give to Etienne. The tackle made by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue, just make sure you feed me the football? And that's what we're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Lawrence on 3rd down. And able to find Kirk complete. And he is going to have a Jags first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3. Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chain, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
54 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. That play gets them 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal.
The running game's played a huge part in getting them down to this point on the field. I say stay with it. Keep pounding the football. Keep driving. Keep grinding.
Yeah, even down in the red zone, keep going for it.
No doubt about it. Dance with what brung you.
First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. And they'll run with Etienne. And he is going to lose yardage here. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time he used his quickness to make a play.
On 2nd and goal, Lawrence. They'll try and set up the screen to Etienne. Touchdown, Jaguars! Travis Etienne, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Jaguars will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the 4th quarter, that's when the knockout occurs.
It becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Taylor decides not to try to return it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Los Angeles taking the field, led by Justin Herbert, third-year man out of Oregon, whose career is off to an incredibly productive start.
And I saw that he had an interesting quote in the research packet that we had after last week's game. It's all on me now. I've got to lead my team and find a way for us to win a game. 0-2, but they're at home. I guess he's going to try and find a way to get the home crowd involved early.
Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down.
Defense gives up a touchdown on the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. On 1st down, it's Herbert. Flush to his right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. This defense for the Jags, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Herbert gets this into the hands of Allen. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the 1st quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. 1st quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it.
And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And the Jags grab it. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. He was trying to do anything he could to get that final little bit for the 1st down. Instead, he lost the ball.
Yeah, and he was short of the 1st down, but not by much. Trying his best, as you noted, to get there. Sometimes that extra effort can cost you.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their 1st drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
On 2nd down, ETN once more. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
On 3rd down, Lawrence trying for Kirk, and he's got him on the crossing route. And he will have a Jaguars 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Someone sharp in this game. He had a touchdown pass on the 1st drive. He comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the 1st down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Jags with the football to begin the 2nd quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Running out of the gun with ETN. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
It always helps when you get great run support from your safeties, and when you get one who can actually read the play and get upfield and shut it down before it gets going. That's exactly what you're looking for.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Here's Lawrence. And he rifles one incomplete. Zay Jones was the intended receiver. That's third down.
That was a nice job defensively of disguising their coverage and making it difficult for the quarterback to lock in on the receiver. And it results in an incomplete pass.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, it's Lawrence. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 13-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Back to the ground with Etienne. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. 59 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
On 2nd down, Etienne once more. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
Well, that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working. But how about his vision to see where the play was going? Crashed down inside and tackled him for a loss.
This offense has converted 2 third downs on this drive already. This is 3rd and 4. Now Lawrence. The quick slant caught. Touchdown. Evan Ingram, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars go up by 2 touchdowns. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie. Because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And this will be brought out to the 25 as Taylor elects to not return it. Some good games coming up here in Week 3, the first weekend of fall officially. And tonight, the Niners and Broncos from Denver. 49er fans are probably saying, wait, I thought we were done with Russell Wilson. No, they'll see him tonight. And then on Monday night, Cowboys and Giants from MetLife Stadium kicking off at 8:15 Eastern. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Brings up 3rd down.
They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. 1 yard is the gain. And that'll be good for a Charger first down.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
First down, and they stick with Eckler. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's Herbert. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And he'll be forced out of bounds all the way down inside the 20. A big play there for L.A. 43 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Now it's Herbert. They'll find Everett there, complete. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
This is swung out to Eckler. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds, right around the 7. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up first and goal. Herbert throwing again. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be second and goal.
Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's second and goal.
Now the 4th-round pick from A&M. This is Isaiah Spiller.
Flash those fast feet, but they'll drop him at the 5-yard line as he can't get any closer to the end zone. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown. Odell Beckham. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Chargers have cut it back within a score. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter. Out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
On is Mason Crosby for the point after. And that one makes it 14-7. So the drive goes 75 yards, 10 plays.
And it's OBJ, Odell Beckham, who ends it with a touchdown reception.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Travis Etienne of the Jags offense set to take over again here.
And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here.
74 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
On first down, right back to Etienne. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up second down.
And there's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that field like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
On the set.
A handoff for Etienne.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's second and 4.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
The last run got 6, now second and 4.
Out of the gun, it's Lawrence.
Open man is Kirk, complete.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Jacksonville made Christian Kirk the headliner of their 2022 free agency spending spree, and he's one of the highest paid receivers in the league right now. So what do they expect? for him to get his first career 1,000-yard season and give them big-time production. He gets them a first down right there.
A pretty good-looking run there on first down. That'll go for 9 yards, just short of the line to gain.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
On second down, Etienne once more. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. On first and 10, it's Lawrence. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15. Here's Lawrence to throw. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Zay Jones, 29 yards. And the Jags will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Chargers going to take over here one more time before the half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this.
And he loses the football a second time. And the Jags grab it. So they take over not only in enemy territory, but in the red zone at the 16-yard line. Second time in this first half now, Charles, that he's coughed up the football.
And both times I think they were in spots where he's got to think about covering up the ball. He's got to revert to his fundamentals in those practice drills where they carry it through traffic. He's not out in the open field where he can swing it a little bit, cover it up, and take care of it.
Ready, set.
So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10. Following the fumble recovery, Lawrence. And looking for Kirk, but this pass is intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And the Chargers are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points no matter what. At worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost him.
And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Jaguars out on top. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Time to give you folks at home a look around the NFL on this first official weekend of fall. So let's get to it. We'll get our tour started out at Venerable Soldier Field in Chicago, where you see the final score there. Justin Fields sharp in the victory, as his guys bounce back from a tough start to the year to claim victory number 1. From there, we'll head to Cleveland to check on the Browns at home at First Energy Stadium. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Pittsburgh Steelers. Deshaun Watson, a strong performance there, over 300 yards passing with 3 touchdowns in the victory. Finally, let's get to Indianapolis to check on the Colts at home at Lucas Oil Stadium. And they were losers in that game as they fall to the visiting Kansas City Chiefs. Patrick Mahomes, 2 touchdown passes as his guys remain unbeaten. We continue on with a check of the next-gen stats in that first half for the Jags. And a big reason why they have this big...
No break needed. Let's get back to it. Week 3, here we go with quarter 3. All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Chargers going to get the football first here in this second half, and they trail as we get back underway. Taylor decides not to try to return it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Chargers getting ready to go here to start this third quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either, so certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. Devin Lloyd brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. So a great play there for this highly regarded linebacker, making his first career sack.
And his versatility on display right there. Look, we've known him primarily as a tackler and a cover man, but he can go get the quarterback when the situation calls for it, as he just did right there.
Going to throw on third down with Herbert. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And the Jags are going to take possession of the football.
As they started that drive, I think they looked at the scoreboard and said, this is a manageable deficit, guys, but let's go ahead and start cutting it down right here. Instead, an interception happened, so a 2-possession game might become 3. So as we get going here in the second half, this could rapidly reach the point where there isn't enough time left for a comeback if their defense doesn't bail them out.
Ready, ready!
Handoff running left is Etienne. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time. Forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Step and a big loss here as he's taken down. Khalil Mack able to record his 5th sack of the season. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
He's going to launch this thing way downfield. That is knocked away and incomplete, but a penalty flag. In the backfield, this might be a roughing call. Now, you don't want to see that penalty at any point, but it adds a little extra to it when it comes on third down.
It certainly does, because if this were a boxing match, they had him on the ropes there. Third down incompletion, 4th down upcoming. Instead, that mistake resets everything back to first down, which means they have to stay on the field longer to try and stop this drive.
103 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. On On second down, Etienne once more. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Here we go!
Another tote for Etienne. And they give him 4 yards there. It'll be second and 6.
Well, partner, they've been running it well the entire game, and the big guys up front, they're a huge reason why. And now they're reaping the benefits as they continue to open up big holes and gain nice yardage.
On second down, a run with Etienne. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up first and goal.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Ready, brick.
Etienne will struggle to get to the line of scrimmage as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the third quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances, so they need to toughen up and keep them out of the end zone.
From back at the 4, here's second and goal. Etienne with it. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Travis Etienne, his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns.
And that's a drive that makes everyone happy on that bench because they accomplish exactly what they set out to do. Take care of the football, eat up a little clock, end up in the end zone. Now they've got a cushion for the rest of the game. So they didn't just help themselves offensively, they helped their defense out as well.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Chargers 7. Logan Cook to kick off for the Jaguars.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And this will be brought out to the 25 as Taylor elects to not return it. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Now he dumps this off over the middle. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Third quarter now from SoFi Stadium. Here's a 2nd and 10. Here's Herbert. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Foyesade Oluwakin. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
Patterson now for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taylor decides not to try to return it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Chargers offense now, they get set to head back on the field.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Herbert. He's airing it out for Williams. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the 3rd quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
Now Herbert. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
This one to the sideline. He's got it. A nice job to keep the feet in, but he is a bit short here of a 1st down. Here's J.K. Scott now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. On the return, here's Agnew. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return, and the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. They're just looking for more of the same. Great first half so far, good second half, and well, sometimes I guess maybe, Charles, these coaches, they don't have to tell these guys much when they're rolling like they're rolling right now.
You're exactly right. I've heard stories of some of the best coaches in our time or any time having grabbed their staffs at halftime and said, guys, they're playing really well. Don't go in there and give them a whole lot of stuff. Just pat them on the back, and essentially the speech at halftime is, let's go, guys, and that's it.
Yeah, no one's upset the apple cart so far. From the 22, Lawrence. Screenplay, here's Etienne. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
And he is going to have a Jags 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action.
Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. It's Jaguar football here, and they'll look to extend their lead as we begin quarter number 4.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
On 2nd and 12, Lawrence completes it to Evan Ingram. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards the pickup there. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Straight ahead, Etienne. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Holding offense.
That's Jawan Taylor, the right tackle.
Still first down. Ready.
Lawrence will throw. They'll try and set up the screen to Etienne. And he is going to lose yardage here. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. It kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up. But he certainly will have some explaining to do.
They'll get 17 back there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker.
Fourth down. Here's Lawrence.
Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that, saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule that if someone does it to them, you won't hear people protest out of them. That's just who they are.
On 1st down, Justin Herbert. Working the middle here, that's complete to Everett, the tight end. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Out of the gun, Herbert. He finds his target, Allen. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first, and he's in for a Charger touchdown. A touchdown run there for the yard out. And the Chargers get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Crosby connects on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Jaguars are going to cover this one up. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Well, they're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. And they'll go again with Etienne. Has some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, first down.
And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
On the ready.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Etienne up the middle. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided.
And they'll run with Etienne.
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown.
Travis Etienne.
His 3rd touchdown of the season, all coming in this game.
And the Jaguars are closing in on a 3rd straight victory to start the campaign. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is, I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And this will be brought out to the 25 as Taylor elects to not return it. And the LA offense ready for this next possession. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down.
And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. And the Jaguars are going to take possession of the football.
Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And they're looking at a third straight win here if they can hold on. Here's a give to Etienne.
And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
I know you're trying to wring every yard out of a run, but I think 9 yards there is ideal in this situation.
Yeah, now next couple plays, you only need 1 yard. Keep that clock rolling with a lead here in the fourth.
Yeah, what you're saying is maybe if it takes you 1 or 2 more runs to get the first down, that's extra time, extra plays. It really hurts the team on defense.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Etienne once more.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
On 3rd and 1, it's Lawrence.
And it's caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion.
It's a nice job hitting him on the angle route there. Coming out of the backfield, cutting sharply across the middle. And that's good timing between the quarterback and his receiver.
Effective 3rd down play to move the chains. That one looks like he'll throw here. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown. Now it's looking incredibly likely to be a 3-0 start to this season. That is obviously excellent. 2-0 is one thing. 3-0, you really have some momentum.
And now they're serving notice to the rest of the league that they're a pretty darn good football team. Confident, aggressive, attacking at all times. This looks like a team that you're going to have to deal with. And guess what? Behind closed doors, they're trying to figure out ways to get better.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Jacksonville, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season.
It's Madden NFL 23 on EA Sports. And we're going to see Travis Etienne. He's coming off an incredible effort with over 200 yards rushing a week ago. It's the Jaguars and the Eagles. All that and more coming up next on EA Sports.
Just north of the Delaware Expressway and east of Broad Street, we find ourselves at Lincoln Financial Field in South Philly. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Philadelphia Eagles. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Eagles team as they interplay here. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Jaguars, they've got to be pleased with the start to this season. Obviously, a perfect 3-0.
3 good quality wins, too. It's got people in the locker room excited. They're thinking that this could be their year.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. Jacksonville's offense trots out here for the first time, and all eyes go right to number 16. Now in his second season as the team's face of the franchise, Trevor Lawrence.
You enjoyed watching that game tape, didn't you?
Yeah,
Last week's game.
Good. 4 touchdowns, 1 pick.
Now, you were a little upset about the pick. I didn't know if you would play him this week or not if you were the head coach.
Hey, they got the win.
They got the win, so you're going to give him another chance?
Give him another shot.
All right, I think the ratio's pretty good. He'll try to eliminate the interception. He wants to keep that hot streak going, throwing touchdown passes.
A man coming off a washout 2021. It's Travis Etienne. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. The numbers on the ground for Etienne last week. Very productive. 3 touchdowns, 2 of them on the ground, 1 through the air.
And it will always be a compliment to say that a guy's got a nose for the end zone, and he sure had it last week.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Running out of the gun with Etienne. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. The Jaguars hit 3-0 here in the month of September. And they've got to be pleased with the start of this season, obviously.
Yeah, and you're talking about 3 good quality wins. It's got people in the locker room excited. Not overly so, but that quiet confidence is starting to build. They're starting to believe that this could be their year if they stay on track.
He'll take it past the 40 to the 41, 2nd down. Now, this defense for the Eagles, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Washington.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature in the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
On 3rd down, Lawrence looking downfield for Jones. And that will be incomplete. Lawrence scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. Now for the first time we get to see this Philadelphia offense led out by their dual-threat quarterback now in his 3rd season, Jalen Hurts.
Well, he did go 2-2 in the last ball game. Well, actually, he went 2-2-1, with the 1 being the victory.
Yeah.
That's the bottom line there. But wasn't it funny at practice? He threw one when we were watching, threw an interception, and the defense got on him a little bit, good-naturedly. But they're letting him know, you got to cut down those interceptions. We can't bail you out all the time.
Yeah, 2 touchdowns, 2 picks. But as you said, they got the win in that effort last week. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 15. Sanders shaking and baking. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Hurts sets up to throw it. He's going to drop this down to Sanders. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
I have to tell you, Brandon, I feel like a coach right now because I'm wondering why the angle route continues to be so effective when as an inside linebacker, you're always taught, don't let someone cross your face. If they want to go outside, it's okay. But they make that outside fake, cut back inside, off into great success.
2nd and 5 now. Hurts flushed out right. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
Check. Hey.
They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
Barry on to punt as he gets this one away. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. As the offense returns, let's take a look at running back Travis Etienne. First month of the season, those numbers pretty solid. Does he continue that?
I think so, because when you come out of the gate this strong, that means that you have planned for it and you like the results that you're getting. So I wouldn't have any doubt that the head coach, offensive coordinator actually called him in and said, look, you're our guy, okay? We're going to continue to stick with this as long as we're winning games. You ready for the challenge? And then they presented it to the rest of the team. I think we'll see plenty of that as this season moves on.
And I'm sure he said challenge accepted. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. A shotgun snap, and again to Etienne. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
Now Lawrence to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. They need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Eagles will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And he'll use his blockers to get this up over the 20 to the 21. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Throwing is Hurts. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Hurts connecting there with Brown for the Eagles first.
In a draft day stunner, A.J. Brown was shipped from Tennessee to Philadelphia. He'd appeared to be the long-awaited answer for Tennessee receiver, and now he can be that same long-awaited answer in Philadelphia. 2,000-yard seasons and 24 touchdowns in his first 3 years in the league. He gives Philly the type of wide receiver one the team hasn't had in almost a decade.
So the completion good for 7 there, and it's second down. Here's Hurts to throw. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. That's Foley Fatukasi who got in there and finished off the play.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here. 3rd and long. Back to throw. Out to his left. Oh, good move. Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first.
He's a talented runner. That means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the first down marker, and this early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Making that play behind the line was Dwayne Smoot.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for. One of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
On 2nd and 12. Hurts. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. We're scoreless after 1. Now 2nd quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession. Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd. He slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
That looked great when he first took off, because in my mind, there was room to run, and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with his 4th down call. And this is a commentary on today's kickers and just how good they are that a coach would think about running his guy out there to try a 59-yarder. Here it backfires on him, but as a kicker, you have to appreciate the confidence that they showed in you.
2 fantastic games coming up to wrap up Week 4, the first weekend in October. Tonight, the Chiefs and Buccaneers from Tampa. That's a rematch of Super Bowl 55, of course. And then Monday night, rematch of last year's NFC Championship game. The Rams and Niners from Santa Clara. Coverage on that one, 8:15 Eastern. Here's Lawrence. He'll air this one out for Kirk. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Yeah, no question. He got to the QB late, CD, and that's going to get a flag every time.
Every single time. Because let's face it, the league is always going to have an emphasis on these calls. They want to take care of these quarterbacks who are in vulnerable positions when they're passing the football.
A handoff for Etienne. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Now Etienne. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. Now Lawrence. He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Has a pretty good throw on the curl route there. Third down, and they pick up a first.
Defense should be aware for that, right?
They should be aware, but it was so hard sometimes.
Yeah, it's not easy.
Because when they sell that route really well, you think they're going upfield, then they curl back, show their numbers to the quarterback, and complete the play.
Here's Etienne. 42 yards on the ground for him so far. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
On second down, Etienne once more. That leads us to a first and goal. It's a pickup of 8.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Here we go now on first and goal. Another toe for Etienne. And he's going to bull his way down to about the 1-yard line. A good run on first down, and now they contemplate a second and goal situation. Lawrence on the sneak, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. His third rushing touchdown on the year, his 5th overall. And the Jaguars post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter.
And the sneak works on second and goal. They didn't wait until it was 4th down to try and get him across.
No, and I think if you're the QB, you like these plays, don't you? I mean, you want to hand it off sometimes, but also prove that you can get it in there as well.
Yeah, it makes you really part of the gang, doesn't it? It makes you part of the crew, and it really bonds you with those big offensive linemen because then you get to celebrate with the big fellas.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it was capped off by Trevor Lawrence taking it in himself. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down.
Let's go now.
Hurts. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Josh Allen from his outside linebacker spot gets him down there for a loss of 4. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. From the gun, it's Hurts. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A gain of 18 and a new set of downs.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. Got a man, it's Brown. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Bravo quick. Alert.
They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 39. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15.
Second and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And some space here. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 44 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They run with a man from La Tech. It's Boston Scott. Boy, left that first defender grasping at air as he winds up getting a full 8 yards on that play. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Play action. Here's Hurts. And this has caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jack Stoll, his first touchdown on the year. And the Eagles are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Elliott good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. The result, Philadelphia in the end zone. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. Second and 5 now. Lawrence. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second. Lawrence will throw. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down because they did not want to give the ball up here late in the half. They'd love to take the clock all the way down and score. This will definitely help the cause.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down. Looking downfield for Jones. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he will work his way out of bounds here at the 25-yard line. A big play there just before halftime. 41 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Throwing again here. It's Lawrence. Throwing left side, it's complete. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll run. It's Etienne. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Travis Etienne, his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Jaguars will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense going to take over late in this first half. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room. On first down, Hurts. Open man is Goddard, the tight end. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And out across midfield down to the 45. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. Eluding the pressure right. Hurts fumbles it, and the Jags grab it. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Had some good yardage there, too, before he fumbled that football, Charles.
Yeah, just think about it this way. Running backs, as a general rule, they kind of know when the end of a run is near, and you notice how they cover up, right? They protect the football. Sometimes quarterbacks forget that out in the open field. After a while, you start to wonder, does the running back coach visit the quarterback coach and say, hey, I can help you with this. We can protect this and make sure we keep the ball.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with Lawrence's arm, they may give him a shot to let this thing rip downfield. We'll see. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This was the old NFL record distance for decades, a 63-yard attempt. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good. So that would have been something from that distance, but to no avail. Comes up empty as we have reached the intermission. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you guys in a bit. But first, let's take a look around the NFL here on this first Sunday of October. We'll get started out in Texas, NRG Stadium in Houston. And it's the Chargers who have the lead with that game getting close to halftime. Keenan Allen, well over 100 yards with 2 touchdown catches to boot. From there, we head over to Atlanta to check out the Falcons at home at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And they've gone to the half in that ball game with the visiting Browns out on top. Deshaun Watson having as hot a start as you can. 4 first-half touchdown passes. Finally, let's get you to Baltimore. Check on the Ravens at home at M&T Bank Stadium. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Buffalo Bills. 2 touchdown passes there for Lamar Jackson. We continue on with the check of the next-gen stats in that first half for the Jags. And they've had some success on the ground. And with the lead going into the second half, they'll no doubt be looking to keep it going. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, there's a look at what they were able to do throwing the football. And they'll need to get things in gear as they trail here at the break. Both these teams making their final halftime adjustments. We're just about ready to get back to football. So for the call of the second half, we get back up to Philadelphia and Brandon Gott.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point.
It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this third quarter. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the third quarter.
Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Josh Allen picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. He'll look to throw. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he's got his man. It's the tight end Goddard.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
Well, dialing up that play call certainly meant that he grabbed a little extra shot of courage on that one, because normally on 3rd and short, you're just trying to move the sticks, get the ball just past that line of scrimmage. Instead, they take the big shot downfield, and it pays off.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. He'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a 3rd down.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Hurts sets up to throw it.
Steps away. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Dewan Smoot getting in there, recording the sack.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
The kick by Elliott is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10.
So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they were able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
So here are the Jaguars to take over on offense. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well.
Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up, 1st and 10.
At their own 24.
They'll look to Etienne to start things out.
And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync. And the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it 1 more time, so make sure you get in shape.
On third down, Lawrence. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. That sack courtesy of the effort of Hassan Reddick. Here's Logan Cook now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them,
Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Devin Lloyd in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. So his first sack of the game, but CD, not his first of the season. He has shown an ability to get after the quarterback here early in his rookie year.
Yeah, and that just goes along with everything else we already knew about him. We knew his ability to tackle and to make plays behind the line of scrimmage. But any kind of pass rush you get almost seems like a bonus. I think they'll use him that way a lot more moving forward.
Hurts. That swung out wide to Sanders. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And that'll bring up 4th down on a big sack with a loss of 5. This defense, they just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of places as well. Sometimes just the guys up front getting to him. Other times you add extra guys rushing the quarterback, twists and stunts. It's been a variety, and they've had no way of blocking them.
So distance not the issue there. He had plenty of leg to get it there. It's that darn upright getting in the way.
Always gets in the way of a good time, doesn't it? Because he hit it square, too. Sometimes you can bank one in if you get it on the end of the football. No such luck there for him.
They'll start up and round ETN. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up the screen. You don't want to throw it too early to have the defense react too quickly, and you definitely don't want to throw it too late, and that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now Lawrence to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I feel like I can see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
On 2nd down, ETN once more. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 88 yards now for ETN, and he's got a first down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7 reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
play. Time has expired on this third quarter. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's Jaguar football here, and they'll look to extend their lead as we begin quarter number 4. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Straight ahead, Etienne. And some room to maneuver. And he's down into the red zone at the 15 after a gain of 15. 1st and 10.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. And they'll go again with Etienne. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. That's a gain of 4 here in the 4th quarter, with them leading by 4 on the scoreboard.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Etienne with it. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Lawrence to throw. The quick slant caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Christian Kirk, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage. Well, that's certainly going to bump up the old win probability index, because now it's a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, you're taking me into that deep water now. Win probability index. This game's definitely not over. We're not looking at a 0.5% or something. It's just 2 scores. But the way that this team has played, to me, what I've seen, they absolutely deserve to win this game. They've been the better team by far throughout.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. This taken in at the goal line. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Jags grab it. And he'll be brought down around the 7-yard line. So problems compounding themselves here on the return. They just give up the touchdown, and now they lose the football.
Yeah, partner, things are starting to unravel a little bit for them right in front of our eyes. They're going to be looking for some answers, and quickly.
So now, just like that, things change dramatically. It's 1st and goal. Etienne up the middle, and he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or 2 in this situation.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. One more time with Etienne. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Travis Etienne with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Jaguars are going to be moving to 4-0 as they extend their lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble to bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 27. They'll try and start this drive in the air. The Sanders has got it complete. And that's good for a gain of 6. And it's 2nd down. Here's Hurts to throw. Complete. Smith has it. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution.
Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game.
But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
As Sanders has it poked free.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game. As Williams will continue to fuel with big turnovers and snaps for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. Forced out to his left. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. He'll get it up near midfield to the 49 before being taken down. So 4th quarter, a nice run there to start this drive. Charles, what do you think the split will be here between run and pass?
Well, partner, I think it'll lean towards the run, but this is also not a time where you just totally do that. You still have to possess the ball, move the sticks, and keep the clock moving as well. So they'll run their offense, but yeah, when they have a chance to run it, they'll do that a little bit more.
And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. 132 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. This defense, Charles, they have unraveled here in the 4th.
In a sense, it's like they're being pressed like in a basketball game, and they just can't get the ball over half court. I mean, no matter what they do, they can't get off the field. They can't slow them down. They're just going up and down the field against them. Yeah, unraveling would be a perfect word for them.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. Down to about the 37.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Etienne once more. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be given a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Here's a give to Etienne. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And they'll run here with Etienne. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. But the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
This is your game, baby.
Seventh play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Now Lawrence. And able to find Kirk complete. Touchdown. Christian Kirk. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Starting to really smell a 4-0 start right now. Yeah, can't ask for a better first quarter of the season than that.
And you're not supposed to look ahead, but guess what?
You're going to?
They have to, because when you get to if you get to 4-0, you're not just thinking playoffs now. You're thinking about, okay, this team has the capabilities of winning a Super Bowl. They could very well be the best team in the NFL at this moment.
I think they played the best. I mean, there have been a few hiccups offensively and defensively, but probably the best team we've seen, right?
And has the ability to get better.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
Hurts finding Smith for the Philly first. Now Hurts will turn and signal for a timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Check.
Hurts. Throw right side, caught by Goddard, the tight end. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2.
Hey, Ringo, drop on quick.
Throwing is Hurts.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
This is caught. It's Brown. Touchdown, Eagles. A.J. Brown, 51 yards.
And the Eagles are able to cut into that deficit.
Elliott good with a PAT. And that'll cut the lead down to 18. 5 plays there on that drive.
And it's capped off by an A.J. Brown touchdown.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the fourth quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted. So they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for the Jaguars, that early momentum continues here as they move to 4-0. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Houston Texans. Meanwhile, for Philadelphia, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Glendale to take on the Cardinals.